Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Rob. Today we're going to be reviewing an absolutely fabulous deck. This deck is one of my favorites. This is published by arcantvm.com and this is the first edition. And it's a Tarocchi by Mr. FRIBORG. It's a classic 78 card tarot deck consisting of 22 major arcana and 56 minor arcana cards. You guys, this is a fabulous deck. I love this deck. And if I had to do I've seen that there's a hashtag of my favorite decks of 2024. I think that this deck would definitely be in there because I love this deck. And it's weird that I love it because I have to tell you that I am not into peep cards and this deck has peep cards. Nevertheless, these are some of the most fabulous peep cards and interesting peep cards I have ever seen. So let's get into it, you guys. It comes in a talk box like this and the talk box is pretty okay. It's a bit on the flimsy side. So as many of you know, when I have a deck like this that comes with a fragile box, I put it in one of these bags that I ordered through this lady in England. They're handmade and it's sort of like a linen cotton. And so if you are interested, I found them on Etsy, so you can just go to Etsy and order them. They took a long time to get to me because they were sent from England. And not only that, but they were expensive. And I got I got several of them because I just love them. And as you can see, they go perfect with the cards because this is a skull and this is a skull. So I thought that it would be perfect for the deck. And so anyway, you guys, this is just a little side note. You guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. For those of you that are new, don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think about this deck. We're going to, of course, do a flip through of the entire deck so you can see what this deck looks like and what every single card looks like. But like I said, this is one of my favorite decks. I love everything about it, you guys. The paper quality is amazing. It's like a linen, but it's on the thicker side and it's not super slippery. It's on the matte side. And it's just absolutely wonderful. The quality of this deck is absolutely superb. The printing is wonderful. This is the back of the cards, which can be read in reverse. And the paper quality is just amazing. I love how this feels on my hands. And many of you know this, or if you don't know this, paper quality is super important for me. I'm so finicky when it comes to paper quality. I mean, really, guys, if I don't like the paper quality of the cards, I'm going to toss it to the side and never use it again. But this deck, although it has peep cards and it is not optimal for me because I like my pip cards too. I like my minor arcana to have more than just peeps on them. I don't care. I still use this deck. It is wonderful. And actually, this deck made me get into pip cards whenever they are around and learn the pip cards actually because I just was so attracted to them. And so this deck comes with a small booklet. And it's really redundant. There's really not much in here, but I do want to read what the creator says about this deck because it's very important. As I was looking through this deck, I was thinking, my God, I've seen that image. I've seen that image. I've seen that image when I first got the deck, right? And by the way, this is not a new deck. I've had this deck for about 2.5 years. And I use it on a regular basis. I really like it. But the creator says, Tarocchi by Mr. FRIBORG is a love letter to the old school tarot decks of a different era. Inspired by the classics, I have put together this little gem of a deck based on my favorite classical decks and added a unique FRIBORG twist. The result is a colorful and eclectic yet cohesive It aims to be modern and timeless at the same time. The cards in the major arcana, as well as the court cards, are directly inspired by classical tarot decks, redrawn completely, yet altered only slightly with a few refreshing twists. My favorite decks that have served as inspiration are the Sopraffino, the Mitelli, the Minciate from several regions, the Neoclassical, and the Etela Tarot. The cards in the minor arcana are more loosely inspired by the decks as well, and you will notice many nods to the RWS among other favorites. I hope you enjoy working with your new deck. Jens Fribourg. And I needed to read that, and of course, sorry, but this goes into the major arcana and it goes into the minor arcana, and it's just a small little booklet, and that's all you really get. But it was really important to read that because as I was going through the deck when I first got it, I was like, oh, I've seen that image and I've seen that image. And then I read that and then I was like, yeah, well, that makes total sense because I have a lot of really classical decks that remind me of some of the images in this deck. For example, this is the Tarocco Neoclassico by Il Menanghello. And so I can see where he took some of his images and the style of the images and applied them to his own deck. So, and then there's other ones, of course, as he mentioned, that you can totally see the similarities. So really, really wonderful. We'll talk about the images in a little bit. Let's talk a little bit more about the paper quality. Paper quality is fabulous, as I mentioned. I cannot say anything negative about the paper quality. It is truly beautiful. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. Just love this paper quality. I love it so much that it just calls me, you guys. Whenever I see this deck just sitting on the shelf, I will grab it. It calls me, and even when I don't see it, it like says, hey, take me, work me, because I just love feeling the paper quality. And of course, I love the images, and I love the colors of the images. I love the style. It's got, like he says, it's got that classic style, but with a modern twist to it. It's just fabulous all around, really. This deck is one of my favorites. And like I said, if I have to pick one of my favorite decks of 2024 that I'm using in 2024, this would be one of them because this is just a beautiful deck. If we shuffle this, let me zoom out again. Yeah, that's as much as we can do. It shuffles really beautiful, you guys. I mean, see, and sometimes a card will just flip automatically, which I love. And it just works perfect. When you shuffle this deck, it just works perfect. I don't rip the shuffle. I shuffle like this. So it just shuffles perfectly. Fan situation is not the best with this deck, but you can handle it. It won't bother me that it doesn't do a perfect fan situation. Really, it really won't. There's very few things that can bother me about this deck. I have, like, this is just a tiny little detail. The fact that it didn't do a perfect fan situation, it's okay. I will gladly arrange it. For this deck, I kind of will do whatever it asks me to do. You know, I love the Ace of Wands. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know that I'm so drawn to the Ace of Wands. I just love the Ace of Swords, sorry. The Ace of Swords is one of my favorite cards, and I just love it. One of the things that I wasn't really sure about this deck when I first thought about getting it, and by the way, you guys, I got this deck through a retailer in Germany. I get a lot of my decks from them. I actually have every single deck that they sell. They don't sell a lot of them, but they really handpick their decks. And so they have amazing taste and they have other beautiful things on their website. But if you're interested in getting this deck and you want to get it through the same website, let me know. You can otherwise go online and try to look for it. But the retailer that I get it from is actually, let's zoom in for this one, is actually pretty fabulous. And I got this deck through them. Look La Torre, the tower card, is just beautiful, right? And I have seen this image yeah, I have seen this image in El Minciate before, so I love it. I love it. One of the things, like I was saying before, and I drifted away. One of the things that I really wasn't really sure about this deck was that all of the characters have a skull instead of a regular face. And I didn't know if that was going to give me sort of a darker feeling to this deck, or if I was just, not a darker feeling, but I didn't know if this was going to then make me just pay attention to that. I was afraid that the skull face was going to take my attention away from everything else that I needed to discover in these cards. But it really didn't, you guys. I mean, in the end, it was okay, and I just love the deck, like I've said 1,000 times already. But you know, look at these peep cards, you guys. They're beautiful. I'm not into peep cards, but these peep cards are just beautiful. I think these are my favorite peep cards of all times. I just love these peep cards. Look at this. This is the Fante di Coppe, but this is the Page of Cups. And I just love it. You see, it has that skull face on it. And I was afraid that it was going to really cloud my readings. That they were going to cloud my readings, but they really haven't. I use this deck and it doesn't, like I've outgrown that, and I got away from that. I let it go. I did let that go, and it just now it just becomes part of the deck, and it works perfectly together with the deck. So I don't have a problem with that anymore. Look at this Three of Cups. I love that. It's so beautiful, so elegant. I love flowers, and I just you know, I love that. I feel like it's like a wedding flower arrangement, right? And that's one of those that they set in the middle of the table, but I don't know, weird, I guess. But look at this Eight of Cups. I love it. Look at with the moon here. So although it is a peep card, it still gives you some important facts about the card and how it relates to the RWS with the moon here. Really neat. Let's pick some other cards because it's a lot of fun. Look at this Eight of Coins. I love the pink in it. I love the flowers. I love the coins and the figures on the coins. Here you have the skulls again. The skulls seem to be, of course, a major theme for this deck. So you have skulls all over the back of the card as well. But I love the colors. I love the design of it. Look at this Justice card, you guys. I just find it so interesting. I love the printing of it. Of course, it comes with the name here of the card. It comes with the number on the top. And you see, I thought that these skull faces were going to bother me, but they don't. They don't bother me at all. And so, especially because the rest of the body, it has flesh on it, but then the face doesn't. It's like a skull, I guess, with skin on it. But but it's like a skull with skin on it. But I don't know. I'm just super, super happy with this deck. Look at this Seven of Coins. I love this. I mean, even though it's a peep card, it just looks so beautiful. I love the lacing on it. I love the flowers. I love the coins on it. It's just, I find it absolutely beautiful. And we have here the Two of Wands. Look how gorgeous, right? Once again, even though it's a peep card, you see the world here. And it gives you some references to the RWS. I think it's brilliant, really. He did an amazing job with the peep cards. Look at this, the Two of Swords. Once again, a peep card, but you know, it has a skull here, and it has the eye area covered, has the moon on it. So it really referenced to the RWS. I'm amazed by this deck. I'm so fond of it that I'm really pleased. The Nine of Wands, all kinds of different sort of wands on there. Look at this Devil card, you guys. Wow. I love the reds and the browns and it's just burning. I look at this card, I'm almost afraid to touch it because I think it's gonna burn me. It's just really fiery and I love the face of the devil here. It has a beard on it. It's a skull as well, but it has hair and it has beard. It has a beard, so just really cool. And this devil is sort of like taming this snake here. So I kind of see this devil as a power figure, right? Trying to tame this other evil force here and saying, no, I rule here. This is my kingdom. And so really, really, really interesting deck. Look. 10 of Swords. And I'm just going to pick a couple of more. I love going through this deck because I really like this deck a lot so much. So I like this deck so much that I don't mind going through every single card with you guys. But I am going to do a flip through of every card so you can see it. But, I think it's important to go through the cards together because it'll just give you an idea of what these cards look like and what they mean to me. Here again, we have the Three of Swords and it just... if although it is a peep card, it still gives you a reference to the Three of Swords, right? It's not just three swords there. It has the heart. The swords are going through it, and it has the clouds here. So let's pick one more card, you guys, and then let's go through our flip through. Fante di Spade. It is the Page of Swords. One of my least favorite cards. I don't really like this character so much. Not on this particular deck, just this particular court card is really not one of my favorites. I don't really identify with the Page of Swords. But one more and that's it. Ah, the Sun card. What a perfect way to end the review. Look at this Sun card. It kind of gives me like a Jesus feeling to it. The fact that there's all this light behind him, sort of like a halo, and the way that he has this robe there, and it gives me like a Jesus feeling. I think it's really, really wonderful. I recommend this deck 200%. This is one of my favorite decks. I'm working with this deck at the moment. This could be, I guess, one of my 2024 favorite decks, although it's not a new deck. So, you guys, with all of that, I hope that you enjoyed that review. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave me your comments. If you have this deck, let me know how you use it. Let me know how you like it, and your thoughts on it would be totally welcome. I haven't seen a lot of reviews on this deck before, so and the World card appears right now as we are ready to do our flip through, and this card reminds me of a deck by Il Melenghello, and I think it's the here it is. I'm gonna show this to you guys. Look. This is this card by Il Melenghello. And this is from Tarocco Sopraffino. And so there it is. So if you were thinking, oh my God, I've seen that. Where have I seen it? Well, you've seen it here. So, yeah. Now, you guys, this deck can also be bought if you want to use it as a Minciate deck. You can also buy, so before we go into the flip through, you can also buy the expansion pack. And I'm going to do a flip through of this one too. This one you need to buy separate. At least where I bought it, it came separate. And so this one is if you want to make your deck into a Minciate deck, if you're familiar with Minciate. I am not a total expert on Minciate, but I have started exploring Minciate and I'm liking it. So this one is one of those that you can supplement to this deck, and I find that to be really, really special. So you guys, without any further ado, let's do our flip through of the deck, and let's do our flip through of the expansion pack.
was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, where did you go? Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, sweet joy, where did you go? Remember the days we were young, wild and free, basic getting sprung. We used to dance the night away, hang out the whole next day, laughing, having fun. Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, where did you go? Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, sweet joy, where did you go? Remember the days we were young, wild and free, basic getting sprung. We used to dance the night away, hang out the whole next day, laughing, having fun. Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, where did you go? Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours. Take me back once more. Summer love, sweet joy, where did you go? Remember the days we were young, wild and free, basic getting sprung. We used to dance the night away, hang out the whole next day, laughing, having fun. Summer love, you have no idea what you did to me. Summer love, didn't care that we weren't meant to be. You were mine, I was yours.